that was left. Because reality didn't work for her anymore. Because she broke hers. Fuck reality. And the state of mind was, I don't care, I just come here. That's not important, just come closer. That's okay, just follow. And seasons passed. And he vanished. He vanished completely.
Let's do something to help people, you know, so they can prevent it.
This happens all the time, yeah. I mean...
Let's do something. Let's make an organization about helping people. For love.
That's a good idea. Like a clinic of rehabilitation for this
and
kind
we
of
can give
thing.
some letters so they can have it, like to give to lovers.
Recommendation letters, for instance. By the capacity of the artist to intermingle and express in a very intricate way the concept and the practical part of this work.
Yeah, she really pushes and teases the boundaries of what we understand as theater.
The way she uses the context itself and the use of the hyper-theatricality, it's intriguing.
Yeah, this is a crucial event for dance.
But above all, it's just a performance delight.
Yeah, that is aware of the moment in which it has been created.
But as well as everything that was ever created in history of contemporary dance, art in general.
Here's what happened. He went up there and he said to everybody how he actually felt about them. Can you hear me? No, he didn't do that. He was just thinking that.
He was thinking a lot of things to do with her, but he never had the guts to do that.
Taking another walk around the neighborhood where he lived, letting the time numbers grow bigger and bigger, letting the time slip more away once he finally entered the apartment.
The time is the moments, the minutes, the seconds, the months, the centuries, the years, the decades. But some people think that time never stops.
Which he hates and pays.
They thought time will do its job, but you cannot always rely on that.
Which it hates and pays, but it needs and wants.
Hate, it's not love. Some people, they say that the only way to get into the real life is love and peace.
Gladly he would burn that place down. And why doesn't he, fairly speaking? He doesn't know. He does not know.
Socrates said that the only thing that I know is that I don't know nothing.
If he could only just throw up so that everything would go away. Then what? It was only 9:45 and he came home.
10 is what you have if you put 5 and 5 together.
And he thought to himself, he misses that time when everything was the way it was and it's not that way again.
No, they don't miss that time anymore. They miss each other sometimes, but now it's different.
And then immediately he thought how he hates that time that never seems to move when one needs it to.
Move is the verb that describes the action that you move. You're here and you go here. And the action is called movement.
Once upon a time, he told me, you know, life is life. La la, la la la.
And why in the end do people always reduce to themselves? To grumbling, whining, hysterical, intolerant, blind. Themselves.
Maybe the point of this whole story is that she never thought that it was the end, so there was always a glimpse of hope there.
Hysterical is a Greek word. Comes from hysteria. Hysteria, it's when you're crazy, you know? Who won? Who won?
Oh, you won, yes.
You won. You're gonna start.
She has manners.
One more time. Can you repeat one more time?
Yeah, can you repeat, please?
It was not so clear.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Your
And do the first one, the easy one, but
Your delicate manners fizzle.
Huh?
Your delicate manners fizzle.
okay, your match fizzled.
Why are you lying on Ash like that?
Yeah.
What's the situation?
Why not?
It was
Boring. We have done it 3 times now. I thought I just do it. Huh?
It's like,
Your imagination fizzle.
Wait.
your plate.
I think that's something.
Your hot tea fizzled.
No way.
The warmness of the
No.
Your hotness fizzle.
No, the ice cream cube fizzled.
PhD.
Very good. Your Ninja Turtles fizzle.
What you said? What you said?
Turtle fizzle.
I know that, so maybe we only watch this.
Your choreography fizzle. Your imagination.
No.
Your freedom.
Your references to Spanish pop powers fizzle.
Your fireworks.
Yes!
Okay.
Yeah, my
Superpowers.
superpowers. So this Power Ranger, do you also have that in this?
Power Ranger. Yeah. Power Ranger. What's that? A bird in the sky fizzle. That you're looking. No, but she looks to a specific point.
Something sketchy.
You're outside the fizzle.
Your understanding of East Asian culture, of mind, body references that came together and fizzled again.
This was it? Okay.
I cannot conciliate
No problem.
my background with this kind of.
I didn't get it. Your muscle pain and your gluteus.
I don't know, I didn't do anything yet, so
What
that would
would
be
be?
easy. That would be easy.
No, okay.
Okay,
You're
here we
doing
go.
nothing fizzled.
Wow!
Yes, great.
Okay. Nothing fizzle. Your
Composure fizzle.
Your positive thinking fizzled.
yeah, your love fizzled.
Your job fizzled.
Your money fizzled.
Your cigarette fizzled.
Your happiness.
The discouraging effects of radical queer feminism in your mind fizzled.
You can read my mind, that's amazing.
Okay. You're crazy.
Your mocos fizzled.
Mocos. This is Spanish.
Yeah, no, no, it's
It's technically mucus.
mocos.
This, I think she found it.
But it's not it.
It's
You
not
think
that.
beyond the form.
No, your bowling game.
Your baseball, come on, what's that? What is that? Tell
I'm
us.
gonna tell you after. When he told her about it the same day of the next evening,
The evening, it's after the noon, after the afternoon, or it's the same. I think the evening is the same with the afternoon. No, it's not, sorry. So it's before or after?
there are long nights when one feels this way.
Together they had really long nights. Like nice nights.
They tend to join together to one day, to 2 days.
Before they realized they were like almost 2 years together and they didn't notice that.
And sometimes you end up falling in love with an evil fairy, and you realize about 6 months later that you made a mistake. He's an evil fairy, not a beautiful man. Watch out. And the only urge one has is when he finally falls asleep, never to wake up again.
Falls asleep doesn't mean that he's studying and he falls. No, it's just a phrase. It means that he goes to bed, on the bed, to sleep.
She waited to tell him.
They had a physical urge together that they never fulfilled.
She wanted to tell him how she just eats all of the time and that she's always hungry. exercise 2 days. Well, actually just in the evenings. Evil fairies will try to connect with you about political issues such as veganism, but you shouldn't listen to them, because they'll brainwash you.
And this whole day, which is now stretching to the night also.
Also means two, with double O.
And she's hungry again.
Again, one more time.
And she feels like she's pregnant.
He only spoke to her again after more than a year, something like this.
And it makes her feel terrible. And she does not know what makes her feel more terrible.
The fact that they didn't talk for so long, it made her feel terrible.
Terrible, it's something really bad. And it's an adjective and comes from the word terror. But nowadays, some people say the only way to get into reality is terrorism.
I need a balance.
Between solitude and togetherness.
Between love and yourself.
I need love that gives me the universe. And I want a house.
Here is how I imagine it.
Like some kind of cupola. Hopefully.
Made of glass and in the center of the universe. And I get outside and back inside.
When it pleases me.
And it's always fun.
And everybody is always glad to see me.
And I am kind.
When I get home. Once upon a time, yeah, I think it was then, there was an old princess, and she fell in love with an old king, and they lived in a castle together for a really long time, like 500 years or something like that. And she had no relationship with the outside world. She was like some kind of Marie Antoinette in a Sofia Coppola film or something like that. Okay, and occasionally she would go out to the garden, she would see something, she would do something, and then she'd just go back inside. And then when she would go back outside again, after 50 years or 75 years, and then towards the end there actually, it was every 25 years, she would see a star. And the star would see her. And finally, after another 500 years, the star asked her to leave everything and go with her. And she does that. So, they fly together through the universe, through the sky, and they hug, and they kiss, and they have this thing they call snorkeling, and they do that to each other too, all up into the stardust. And then suddenly the star says that she must leave and go see another princess. And our princess is confused. And then the star says, with a smile, "What, you have another princess?" And then the star says with a smile, well, you know we stars are like that. We must go and sprinkle our stardust sky. Just 1 second here. Okay, and then she went and she didn't know what to do with herself. What do you do when someone just leaves you like that and you're up there in the stardust? I don't know. But what she did is she covered herself in the stardust and then she just begins to cry. And she's hiccuping and she's snotting all over the place. And out of her snot and out of her tears, more and more stardust comes out. So her whole face is just blowing stardust all over the universe and all over herself, back and again in a crazy cycle. And then she's just alone there in the sky. And you can still see her on the really, really bright nights. And I'll show you. Just 1 second. Hold on. Excuse me. So there she is. She's up there in the sky, all alone. And she's there, up there, alone in the sky, in the stardust, just hanging out. And it's on a bright night, and it's actually a bright night tonight, so that's why you can see her up there in the sky. She's just up there, and that's
A sorrow. All of a sudden, a sorrow.
Once upon a time, I wanted to say I'm sorry, but I said I'm sorrow.
A huge sorrow took over her, and again she didn't have anybody to tell it about.
A huge is something really, really big.
And you know when you feel like you don't want to get out of bed for a few days, you don't even want to talk to your mom, you don't want lasagna, you don't want anything? Evil fairies will do that to you.
And what will she say anyway? That she's paranoid from time to time?
Paranoid is a Greek word, comes from para and nu. Nu is the mind, so it's something completely out of your mind.
That she feels anxious all the time? That she feels nauseous?
Nausea is also a Greek word, comes from na, that means the sea, and the other heading is for the diseases. So it's the disease that the sailors have when they are on board. But nowadays, I usually when I go with a boat, I take 2 Dramamines and I'm fine.
There are certain trees in the forest where evil fairies live that if you touch them, you'll get a flesh-eating disease all over your body. So it's just best to stay out of the forest, and if you do, protect yourself with the rolling up the shoulder, the sleeves thing, but really just stay away from the trees and the fairies.
Once upon a time, he told me I could drink a case of you and will still be on my feet.
And that in general, nothing is how it's supposed to be, as regards as how she wants it to be. And why is this such a trouble to life? Now, I would like to cuddle.
Cuddle is a verb that describes the action that 2 lovers kiss, hug, suck, but they don't have sexual penetration.
Once upon a time, he told me, quando a cabeça não tem juízo, o corpo é que paga.
I'm alone and I know it, and it's fine. But give me some help here, please. And everything that happened was so bad.
Bad, it's not good. But Hercules, when he had to choose between the street of the bad and the good, he chose the bad, because the end, it's really good.
And I just want to cry all the time.
12 months per year.
I just want to cry all the time.
Something that also protects you from evil fairies if you keep your tear-soaked tissues in your pocket. Try that.
And I know I must get back on the horse again.
We don't really know if she has a horse or not. I think she doesn't.
Once upon a time, I told him, I'm your private dancer.
But still hurts.
Of course it hurts.
wants me.
Then why were you with me?
Because I adored you.
You adore me, and you're smiling. You called me like at 10 o'clock while I was eating with my friends, and I was drinking ouzo, to tell me that you want to break up. And now I'm here, and it's raining. Suppose it's raining, okay? And you tell me that you want to break up and that you adore me.
I don't necessarily see it as a breakup, because the way I see relationships is not that linear. So we were together for a short period of time during our lifetimes, and that's fine.
Yeah, but I thought that
What's going on? Are you okay though? Like,
I'm not really okay, you know, because I had some meat and my stomach, it's really bad. But
and too much of that imported ouzo.
yeah,
That happens to me all the time.
Okay,
Hangover coffee on the beach. Me and you.
What?
Do you want to have a hangover coffee on the beach?
No. Sorry.
Easy.
Just tell me, okay? Because I thought that we have something special, something different, and I'm surprised, you know.
Yeah, and we do have something special.
And why do we break up? Why we break up? Tell
I
me.
told you it's not a breakup, it's just going apart. You know, it's a different way to frame it. You know,
We came here so you make fun of me, okay?
No. It's for me. This is really important because you are one of the best friends I have, and I really want that's clear. And because I don't want.
I know something that could help you feel better. If you would want, you can come out to Portland, which is on the West Coast, and
I've never been, so
I know. Well, I think that you'd love it. You can ride your bike everywhere. You can see the sea and the mountains at the same time, and you can just relax and say, "I'm in America now. Give me the green money. Let's go have a beer, and you can dance all night with me."
Okay, that seems really good, okay? Maybe I think about it.
Okay, great.
You will be there in July?
Oh, second half.
Okay, so just tell me. So you don't believe that we can have something because, okay, I was stupid and I thought it was something else. Just tell me because I'm curious.
No,
Do you have another lover? That's why you want to break up?
No, that doesn't have to do anything with this. Like that's something else. This it's just that it's not. It's not. It's just that it's not a good time in between us right now. It's.
I mean, I do have other people in my life.
You have?
Well, I engage differently with but you are. Have I told you you have a great potential
No.
as a performer,
Okay.
and I think you can be a great artist.
Okay.
It's just that if you canalize all those emotions into
Okay,
your
no.
practice.
Stop it. We don't talk about art and about bullshit now, okay?
I'm just trying to help you.
I was wrong. Sorry. Let's stop it here,
Don't
okay?
be sorry.
Let's stop it here.
No, there is no wrong or right. It's like.
It's if the timing just isn't right. Sometimes you meet and it works, and sometimes it just doesn't, and you can just relax. And acceptance is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, for me it's just really hard that he takes it this way because it's. I don't see it.
But I think he got it. I think he got it this time.
She just told him that she's sorry.
Once upon a time, I told him, hit me baby one more time.
And that he shouldn't base his emotions so much on other people.
She will always base her emotions on other people, and now she's learning about it.
He opened the fridge and he joyfully took beers that he didn't expect to see. He sat across from her and she lit another cigarette.
Evil fairies have two faces, one on the front, one on the back. And the best thing to do is to not look at either of them.
How sad. It actually always appears.
It was really sad this day that they were really engaged in his living room, and then he took over the situation and said, "Sorry, Once upon a time, I told him, give me the words that tell me nothing.
They wanted to cry, both of them. If only they could be together, having a sigh of relief.
They didn't even know if they wanted to be together.
Comfort. There is nothing wrong in that. And they love each other. Don't they? Yes. Yes, they do.
Evil fairies will try to seduce you with their knowledge of the metaphysics of love. Do not be confused. Stay away.
Yes, they do by their own possibilities and impossibilities. Breathtaking.
Pretend that I'm walking down a very, very narrow street. Pretend that I'm wearing this very tight dress. Pretend that my steps are really small. Pretend that my hips swing back and forth, back and forth. And by the way, pretend that I'm blonde.
This is the moment that Agamemnon returns from Troia with Cassandra, and Clytemnestra is really angry.
I want you to look at my tailbone. I've been working to feel the swing of my tailbone as I walk. Down the street, down the hall, even standing in the elevator, it swings a little bit.
Someone that is busy with working on the swing of her table, that's impressive. That's something to take into account. Like, how many people does that?
I think only the swing dancers.
Pretend that I'm sitting on a bar at 4 a.m. in the morning. Pretend that I'm drinking a Bloody Mary. Pretend that a stranger wearing sunglasses approaches me. Pretend that he whispers something into my ear. Pretend that a small tear falls down the left corner of my left eye.
Can you identify why she drinks Bloody Mary and not like a mojito? Because it's just a reference to the blood, that you have to go into yourself and your real identity. You have to take this risk.
Yeah, so she goes for it. She decides to feel, and then feelings come, and the tear comes. We don't know which kind of feeling it is that. It can even be I don't know, anxiety or something, but something comes definitely.
I want you to look at my sit bones. I worked 10.5 hours last week to connect my sit bones to my heels. And I want you to look at my face. I have a devoted meditation practice that keeps my face open and fresh. I also cultivate my presence this way.
For me, just interested in someone that cultivates her presence. It's like she got it. Like she got the important things in life.
Just imagine that you have this face on your pillow every night. You could have great dreams.
Pretend that I'm now entering this very dark building. Pretend that in one hand I carry a white suitcase. Pretend that on the other hand, I carry a croissant. Pretend that this building is in fact an illegal casino. Pretend that I bet everything I have on number 25.
So this is the moment that you take everything you have, like that's what I understand with the suitcase, and you go into the dangerous parts, because I mean they are also legal casinos, right? Yeah. But she goes to the illegal one, and that's a choice.
Yeah, because sometimes the darkest side of ourselves may be seen illegal.
I want you to look at my collarbones. I have been working on my collarbones through a variety of techniques, most recently craniosacral therapy, to open the bones and align them.
So just look at this chest, like with the space and this openness in the bones. Have you ever heard her laugh? Because with the vibration that it allows her here in this area, she has the most beautiful laugh I ever heard. It's impressive.
Pretend that I now arrive to a beach. Pretend that I take off my high heels and start walking on the hot, hot sand. Pretend that I suddenly stop and look back.
So I can really connect with this, with my own life, because it's like these moments that you take some decision, decide to go for it, you want to try it out. So she goes into the earth and she tries this walking, and she realizes it's hot, and then she stops and looks back. It's like maybe she regrets something.
I cannot really connect with that, because whenever I go to the beach, I have flip-flops, so I'm not burned.
I want you to look at my head. I try my best to relax, enjoy my life, and meditate, so that I can clear my mind to become an efficient creator and performer. I've lived in a Buddhist monastery with nuns. I read David Lynch's book on meditation, and I also listen to mind aerobics on my headphone every day to clear my mind. Every day.
Have you ever cleared your mind?
I think a lot of people is working on it, but yeah, it's a big thing.
I only use the shampoo, but I don't think it's the best way.
Pretend that I'm now sitting on the beach. Pretend that on my left side I have the stranger with the sunglasses. Pretend that on the other side I have my white suitcase. Pretend that I open the suitcase and start shivering.
So this everything that you take with you, these experiences, these decisions, these choices, they make her shiver. That this is like,
Yeah, because it's out of your comfort zone. So it makes you feel uncomfortable and makes you have a new experience that makes you shiver.
yeah, and it's this surprise, and it's scary because it's the thing that you don't know. Yeah, I just can really connect with this whole piece right now, because it's in the moment that I'm in my life that this I just had this story with this man that we had something together, and then for some reason we got apart, and of course there are some expectations there, but then he never said even I miss you. So
But no, I never missed her. I was there a lot of days, but I only missed my friends, my bed, and my food. I felt like a prisoner, and I decided to say that it's time to break up. This is the time to break up if you don't meet somebody where you were away for a long time. Yeah.
Sometimes it happens this and then your body starts to tell you something. But then it's a bit of the person that you get red spots because you usually are not maybe so physically maybe so
And I said,
I turned around in my mother's belly 180 degrees 1 week before the expected date of birth. Therefore, they have to cut me out.
1998, smoking my first joint, the start of my drug career. I smoked hardly and soft drugs excessively until 2002.
1999, heavy accident with my motorbike at the speed of 130 kilometers per hour. Miraculously, I ate alcohol with a big bruise on my right thigh. My beloved motorbike is totally destroyed though.
2000 until now, I lose contact with my very best friend that I grew up with. We spent every day together from the age of 3 to the age of 16. His name is Christian.
2003, my father committed suicide by hanging himself in the attic of his parents' house. His name was Gerard.
2005, I was not accepted at the Hochschule für Musik in Mannheim, where I wanted to study drums. A very good friend gets in. I hate him for that.
2005 until 2009. I slowly accepted that I don't enjoy playing music anymore and decided to quit my studies without getting any degree.
2005 until now, I lose contact with my father's second wife and my half-sister Luna. She turned 10 on the 11th of March.
2009, my mom dies from cancer. The last 2 months, I'm taking care of her with my sister. On January 2nd, 2009, I decide to leave my mom. On January 3rd, 2009, my mom dies without me being there. Her name is Belita.
From 2009 until today, my girlfriend Margarita dumps me because I slept with Irene. She doesn't want to have any contact with me anymore. I miss her sometimes.
2009.